Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. GH spoilers. Who shot Drew Cain? A look at the prime suspects. General Hospital spoilers indicate that Drew Cain, Cameron Matheson, has been shot. Someone in Port Charles got tired of Drew's sinister machinations and shot him in cold blood. The question is who did it? Right now, we can eliminate Trina Robinson, Tabiana Ali, Kai Taylor, Jens Austin Astrup, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard. Trina and Kai were in Drew's house when he was shot and heard the gunshots go off. Jason, as far as we know, is not back from Croatia yet, and Sonny was, as far as we know, still on the pier when Drew was shot. Let's take a look at who could have done it. Michael Corinthos. Michael Corinthos, Rory Gibson, has the best reason in the world to want Drew dead. He stole his wife and took her to bed. Not to mention, Drew tried to get him arrested for assault, and constantly threatens to take custody of his children, Wiley Corinthos, Vyron Weaver, and Amelia Corinthos, Serenity and Sequoia Mork Mako, away from him. Michael is a top suspect, and definitely wanted to see Drew dead. Willow Tate. Willow Tate, Caitlin McMullen, has a great reason to want Drew dead as well. Not only did he betray her by sleeping with her mother Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watt-Rose, she blames him for losing custody of her children. Willow did decide to take Drew back, but she was seemingly using him and the power he thinks that he has to get her children back. Now that Harrison Chase, Josh Swickard, has informed her that Judge Eva Heron, Tessa Aubergenois, has been murdered, Willow could feel that Drew betrayed her again by promising her that she would get her kids back. Perhaps that she thinks that Drew is responsible for the judge's demise, and decides that Drew destroyed her chance to be reunited with her children, and decided to kill Drew. Nina Reeves. Drew has been a constant thorn in Nina's side for years now, and taking up with her daughter, Willow certainly did not please her to say the least. Nina and Drew had relations, and Willow was kept in the dark for a long time. Nina would like nothing more than to see Willow away from Drew, and out from under his thumb. She blames Drew for the damage that he has done to Willow, and for causing her to have a breakdown. Nina would stop at nothing to protect Willow from Drew, and wouldn't hesitate to end Drew's life. Carly Spencer. Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, has threatened to kill Drew not once but twice. She just threatened him when Drew threatened to come after Michael, and also before when Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Mazza, overheard her. It's pretty clear that Carly would stop at nothing to protect Michael, and she could have shot Drew. Alexis Davis. Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, has recently issued Drew a very public death threat when Drew served Alexis with a restraining order keeping her away from her granddaughter, Scout Quartermain, Cosette Abinante. Alexis is tired of Drew's games, and feels that he is dishonoring her late daughter, Sam McCall's, last played by Kelly Monaco, wishes. Alexis was speaking with Curtis Ashford, Donnell Turner, right before Drew's shooting, and she is more than determined than ever to fight Drew, giving her a strong motive. Curtis Ashford. Formerly Drew's best friend, Curtis feels completely betrayed by Drew for going after his family to get to him. Curtis has come to the realization that Drew has to be stopped, or he will continue to go after him. Curtis has a strong motive to kill Drew, and wouldn't mind seeing him dead. Portia Robinson. Poor Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, has been the victim of Drew's incessant blackmail for months. She could also blame Drew for destroying her marriage to Curtis as well. Portia wants Drew dead because then the blackmail would stop. Now that Portia has lost Curtis, she would not want to risk losing her career and freedom as well, and she would have great reason to end Drew. More suspects could have shot Drew Cain. While Tracy Quartermain, Jane Elliott, Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, Stella Henry, Vernee Watson, and others also have good reason to want Drew dead, the prime suspects are listed above. The question now is who shot Drew Cain? The residents of Port Charles are on edge after the shocking shooting of Drew Cain, Cameron Matheson. Drew's sudden collapse sent shockwaves rippling through the Quartermain mansion and beyond. Now, as he lies in the hospital clinging to life, everyone is asking the same burning question. Who pulled the trigger? General Hospital is famous for its whodunit mysteries, and this one has the potential to unravel deep family secrets, expose buried grudges, and drag half of Port Charles into chaos. While police investigate and loved ones gather at Drew's bedside, let's break down the prime suspects in this dramatic case. Suspect number 1. Cyrus Renaud, the obvious villain. When in doubt, Port Charles citizens usually point their fingers at Cyrus Renaud, Jeff Kober. He's a seasoned manipulator with a long history of violence. Cyrus has been trying to worm his way back into town's business and religious circles, but fans know his redeemed man of God act never lasts. Did Cyrus order the hit on Drew to gain leverage over the Quartermaines, or worse, to send a chilling message to Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard? After all, Drew has played peacemaker between Sonny's empire and the corporate world. Taking him out would destabilize both. But here's the twist. Cyrus loves to look guilty when he isn't. Could he just be a red herring while the real shooter hides in plain sight? Suspect number 2. Nina Reeves. Guilt turned deadly? Nina, Cynthia Watrose, is no stranger to secrets blowing up in her face, but could she have gone to extremes this time? Her entire world has been crashing down. Sonny distancing himself, Willow struggling to trust her again, and Carly gloating at every chance. It's not out of the realm of possibility that Nina could have snapped. Maybe Drew was the one who knew something incriminating. Something Nina couldn't afford to let come out. If she confronted him and the fight escalated, could she have accidentally pulled the trigger? Nina doesn't strike fans as a cold-blooded shooter, but soaps love to push characters into shocking territory. And let's be honest, nothing would fracture Port Charles more than Nina being revealed as the would-be killer. Suspect number 3. Valentine Cassadine. The calculated operator, James Patrick Stewart, has always been a chess master, moving his pawns while pretending to be trustworthy. On the surface, Valentine has been focused on ELQ, his romance with Anna Devane, and keeping Charlotte safe. But Valentine's past tells us he never lets go of a grudge. Drew has been a growing obstacle in the business world, and his alliance with Michael and Ned might have threatened Valentine's hold on ELQ. Could Valentine have decided that removing Drew was a strategic move? A Cassadine plotting a shooting in secret? That's practically a Port Charles tradition. Suspect number 4. Jocelyn Jacks, a shocking young gun? Here's a theory few want to consider but can't ignore. Jocelyn Jacks, Eden McCoy. Joss has been spiraling with rage and fear lately. She despises danger and violence, but Drew has been dancing too close to both, working with Jason, covering for Sonny, and putting Scout at risk. What if Joss tried to stop Drew from hurting the people she loves, and things went terribly wrong? Imagine the layers. Joss unintentionally pulling the trigger, Jason covering it up to protect her, and Carly torn between protecting her daughter and letting the truth out. Soap gold. Suspect number 5. Ava Jerome. Secrets and lies catch up. Ava, Maura West, always seems to find herself entangled in dangerous webs. She's been juggling secrets about Nicholas, her connection to Austin's death, and keeping herself out of Cyrus' crosshairs. What if Drew stumbled onto one of Ava's dark truths? Ava has killed before to protect herself and Avery. Could she have lured Drew into a trap, only for things to spiral into bloodshed? Ava would be the perfect suspect, dangerous, cunning, and capable of hiding behind her glamorous exterior while keeping fans guessing. Suspect number 6. Scout Quartermaine, the unthinkable child involvement. This one is wild, but GH thrives on shocking twists. Could Scout, Ella Ramasieri, somehow be tied to the shooting? Of course, a child intentionally trying to kill her father is out of bounds. But what if Scout accidentally fired the gun after overhearing an argument? Soap history has given us accidental child-triggered shootings before, and it always leaves devastating fallout. If Scout is involved, this storyline would ripple through the Quartermaine family and challenge every relationship Drew has. Suspect number 7. Jason Morgan. A betrayal nobody saw coming. Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, has always been Drew's complicated brother. While they've reached a fragile peace, Jason's loyalty to Sonny can often eclipse everything else. What if Jason discovered Drew was digging too deep into Sonny's mob world? Or perhaps Jason's own mysterious return? Could Jason have confronted Drew, only for a gun to go off? Jason as the shooter would rock the entire fandom. He's supposed to be the hero, the protector. But GH loves nothing more than tarnishing its saints. Suspect number 8. An unknown player, a mystery assassin. Sometimes the best suspect is the one we haven't met yet. Could Drew's shooter be connected to Pikeman, an overseas rival, or someone tied to his Navy SEAL past? Bringing in a fresh face as the shooter would keep fans guessing while widening the scope of the story. A mystery assassin with ties to Port Charles history could make Drew's shooting the launching pad for a massive umbrella storyline. The fallout. Who suffers most? No matter who pulled the trigger, The aftermath will be explosive. Carly will wage war if Drew doesn't recover. Her grief could reignite rivalries with Nina, Ava, and even Jason. Scout will face heartbreaking trauma if her father remains comatose. Sam may step back into Drew's orbit, reawakening old feelings and stirring up Jason's jealousy. The Quartermaines will fracture again, business, family, and loyalty all colliding. And if Drew wakes up and remembers his attacker? The real drama begins. Final prediction: the red herring and the shock reveal. Right now, the safest bet is that Cyrus will be set up as the obvious culprit, only for the real shooter to be revealed in a jaw-dropping twist. My prediction: Valentine Cassadine, working in secret to protect ELQ and eliminate a rival, pulled the strings. But don't count out the possibility of Nina being framed, Jocelyn holding a devastating secret, or even Jason covering for someone he loves. In true GH fashion, the truth will come out at the most explosive moment, probably during a courtroom bombshell, a hospital confrontation, or a Quartermaine family meltdown. Until then, Port Charles is holding its breath. Sparkle's one thing certain: Drew Cain's shooting isn't just a mystery. It's a storyline that will ripple across Port Charles, tearing open old wounds, creating new alliances, and reminding fans why GH still reigns as the king of soap drama.